The Olympic weightlifting variations are one of the best tools for explosive power development. It will teach you the skill of producing high amounts of force in short periods of time. It is a total body emphasis that transfers over to punching, to taking down your opponent, to defending takedowns, everything a combat sports athlete needs. This is the highest bang for the buck exercise for power development. Now, if you study this topic, you might come across a very large number of exercises that might intimidate you, but I am here to tell you it is not that complicated. Out of all of these exercises, the only one you truly need is the power clean. This has the shortest learning curve and the highest return on investment for you as a combat sports athlete. In the power clean, as opposed to the standard clean, you must produce as much power as you possibly can because you have to catch the barbell as high as you can. In other words, the goal of the lift incentivizes you. So how do we program this? Let's say you have 3 lifting sessions per week and they are evenly spread apart. You have one session that is dedicated to, let's say, the squat and pulling, another session for deadlifting, and another session for pressing kind of movements. This is your average program. Then I would add the power clean first thing in the session after warm-up. And I would keep the repetitions in a short range, 1, 2, maximum 3. When it comes to the Olympic lifts, I prefer many sets and few repetitions than the other way around, because it is easier to do 2 repetitions with quality and control than it is to do 10 repetitions. If you do that, it becomes a CrossFit workout basically. And if the power clean is going to have any productive effect, you need to focus and condense all of your energy and effort into one short moment. In other words, recruit as many motor units as you can, so that you can express and produce power. And this is obviously easier to do with 1 or 2 reps. It is such a commonsensical topic. How do you expect to become explosive and powerful if you are not expressing explosive power? Now, despite the power clean being on the easier spectrum of the Olympic weightlifting variations, there are some important points you have to keep in mind. Let's go through them. Here is a world-class example. Number 1, the starting position. Get yourself down until your shins touch the bar and you look down and you see the bar in the middle of your feet. Get your chest up, stay tall and extended, head high and up. Imagine you have a puppet string that is constantly pulling you upwards. Open your mouth and take a very deep breath. Imagine your gut is a balloon that just grows and expands in all directions. If you do this correctly, it should feel very secure and tense. And then hold it and lock it. And then depress your lats downwards and tense up the lat region. Now you are ready for liftoff. Press down the ground with your leg and literally stand up with the weight. Do not think of it as an upper body lift. It is the legs doing the work. You press down and you stand up with the weight. The hip extension and the knee extension needs to be in a proportional and balanced pace. A lot of beginners, they usually lock their knees out too fast and prematurely, and this will lead to the butt shooting up quickly and an inefficient lift. So keep it 50-50. And throughout this entire liftoff phase, keep the barbell attached and integrated to your body. There should be no distance at all, especially in the thigh region. For every centimeter that the barbell is away from you, that is power wasted. And then keep your arms as relaxed as you possibly can. If you tense up the arms here, they will break the barbell's acceleration later. You will feel a slight tension in the forearms due to the natural act of gripping the bar, but do your best to remain relaxed in the rest of the arms. And if you have not done so already, you should use the hook grip when you're doing the power cleans, as this will help out in relaxing the arms and provide a secure grip. Now, immediately as you have passed your kneecap, this is where the triple extension begins. So you rapidly extend your ankles, knees and hips into this super powerful twitch that will make the barbell accelerate upwards. Imagine I have nailed down the balls of your feet to the ground and you are instructed to jump as high as you possibly can. This is the triple extension for you. And this is the most crucial phase of the lift, because here is where you produce the most power. Studies on world-class Olympic weightlifters have shown that they produce unfathomable amounts of wattage in this phase. Once you have reached maximal height, this is the only phase of the lift where you actively use your arms to pull yourself and guide yourself under the barbell like a guided missile into the perfect front squat position, which is at the clavicle region, and you just shoot your elbows up as fast as you can like a piston. This position demands some mobility from you, and if you cannot yet do this, you have some work to do before doing power cleans. I would advise that you practice front squats first. Now, a very crucial aspect of the lift is that once you have reached this maximal extension and you are guiding yourself under the bar, this has to be done with the intent of maximal speed. Speed under the bar is extremely crucial. So in the power clean, not only do you have to catch it as high as you possibly can, but when you go under to meet it, you have to meet it as fast as you can. And meet it exactly where the barbell is at. Don't meet it below the barbell. So guide yourself into the barbell with no margin between. And when you finally make contact with the barbell, you have to be a brick wall, completely absorbing all of that force, determined and confidently.